first time I saw you, knew I had ya. And when I heard you speak, my heart skipped a beat. I want to know it, you want to go with me to Loveland, baby. It's not far from here. Let go.
Absolutely, absolutely. We got Mr. Versace Chris back with us to continue the expansion of not just his music history, but his music world. Thank you for coming on, Mr. VC, if it's okay if I call
That's
you Mr.
right.
VC.
Hey, I've been called that a few times. Yeah, that does get to.
And,
Hey, that's right.
absolutely. So give me a little bit more of where we was at, because we left off in some very good patches, and I'll let
Okay.
you just take it from there, and then we can just expand and continue.
For sure, for sure. Okay, so where we left off is we left off with I get my dad excited that about the band situation. He doesn't know what the band really is. I don't know what the band really is. I have a concept of what I think the school band is, and that is a drummer, a guitar player, a bass player, and me with a microphone. That's what I think it is. So that's what I think I'm going in this room for. And I find out it's about music instruments. So since I'm already there, I've already got my dad excited. This is a little recap. I said, okay, well, let me get the coolest one. Let me get the saxophone. He said, oh, sorry, saxophone's a very popular instrument. How about you take that trumpet? So I ended up taking the trumpet and ended up playing that for a while. Now, the problem with that is you had to rent the instrument from the music store, which now involved my
Right.
father's wallet. Right. So once you involve your father's wallet, you're pretty much stuck in that situation, even if it wasn't what you had in mind. So I stayed in that
Right.
for a while, and I got to learn, the fundamentals and basics of music. And at that point in time, I was like, okay, well, this is what it is. Well, it wasn't really for me. The music aspect, I like to be around the music, but like being there, with my little horn, even though I made myself to second chair, which is like a thing in band, like you have a first chair, which is like the best guy there, and then you have a second chair, which is the next best guy. So I made myself up to second chair, but it wasn't my thing because it never was what I wanted to do. I wanted to be the guy, the singer, the David Lee Roth, the Phil Collins, the, Mick Jagger, the guy, the Prince, the Michael Jackson. I wanted to be that guy. Um, so sitting back in the second chair, playing someone else's music on a sheet wasn't really doing it for me. And then of course my dad had frustration because I told him I really didn't want to do it. After he had spent like a year of paying these payments a month, he wasn't feeling that. So at that point in time, I was like, okay, I start doing all the talent shows, start following my real passion, which was actually being on stage singing. And so I started doing the talent shows. And there was one particular challenge show where I made it to the end, right? And I had to be 14, and I made it to the end. And it was me and this lady. Now, let me tell you something about a talent show, especially when you're singing. A man, it's very hard to out-sing a woman. That's why they have male categories and female categories. It is hard for a man to out-sing a woman. And then, was she a super singer? No, she wasn't. She wasn't. But she knew something about talent shows that my inexperience didn't know. I picked a song that fit me and my voice and my vocal range, a song that I could really rock. But not a lot of people knew it, right? She picked "And I Will Always Love You" by Whitney Houston. In the late 90s. Okay?
Uh-oh, here we
So,
go.
yeah, it's over with. She's not singing it that great. But everybody in the audience is singing it that great. So she has everybody in the audience singing this song that everybody knows, and they're singing along with her. She didn't have to sing. So at the end of the thing, when it's time when they do kind of do the Kiki Shepard thing, who won it?
Right.
She got all the
Absolutely.
applause because everybody had a great time singing her song, and I learned something that day. I learned something that
Mm.
day. So if what I'm starting to do now, because I'm in new cities now. Now I'm breaking into new markets, new cities, Houston, Miami. I'm breaking into new markets. So what I do is I kind of put an old school song that everybody would know in my set. So they're not
Right.
just listening because you know maybe 80% of the people that are there don't know all the words to my song like they do in Europe. So they're like, oh, that it's a good song. He has a good voice. He's doing his thing. He on that stage, but they're just kind of like deer in headlights because they don't know the song. And
Yeah,
then
the
after
unfamiliar
they catch
element.
you a few times, huh?
I said the unfamiliar element.
Exactly. So they're enjoying the song and they're saying, "Oh, that song was great. Did you write that?" They're doing that, but they're not going for it. They're not as involved. So I learned that putting in something that I know they know. Like my last show, I did a show on Tuesday and in Houston, and I added "If Only You Knew" by Patti LaBelle. No man should try to attempt to sing that song.
Woo! That's a
But
deep
I went
one.
up there and I grabbed that thing. I grabbed it.
That's right.
Okay. I went up there and got that note. So but everybody's in the place is singing it. And they didn't expect it. So it was unexpected, familiar, and they can get involved. And I started working those little elements into my thing. But I learned it that day. That left a mark on me because I felt that I should have won. My family was there. They were upset. They felt I should have won. They said, "You sung your song. It's just nobody knew it." I sung "I'm Dreaming" by Christopher Williams, right?
Right.
Nobody really knew that song unless you were a New Jack City super fan. You know what I'm saying? Because it was on the New Jack
Exactly.
City soundtrack. But if you didn't know that song and it wasn't on the radio, it was like a B-side of that album. So, but I just love that song.
Okay.
So then I go from doing the music,
So,
doing everything
so
like
what?
that. Huh? Oh, I thought you had a question.
No, no. I said go ahead. I was just saying. So
Okay.
go ahead. No, no,
Okay.
not yet.
So then now it's you want to be popular. It's now you want to be the popular. You get into being an adolescent, 13, 14, 15 years old, where now you want to be cool, right? So what's cool in school? Being an athlete, right? It definitely wasn't being an
Right.
A student. I tried that. That didn't work. You get no girls being an A student, right? Then later on is a different thing, right? So I decided I wanted to play football. And at the time, my freshman year, I think I was 5'3", 104 pounds, 103 pounds, something like that. I was tiny, right? And that was after a growth spurt that summer. But my eighth grade year, I was 4'11", 92 pounds, something like that, 98 pounds. I was under 100 pounds. So I was a little kid always. So I wanted to play football, and you know how they do the physical thing, the physical, right? So my mom is like, "Hey, I don't just want any random guy, testing you for your physical." She started working at a hospital, so she was like, "Look, I'm going to make an appointment for you at my hospital, so it'd be nice and professional." I was like, "Okay,
Right.
cool." She made the appointment for the day after the deadline,
Oh,
being
that's
slick, right? So she outslicked me on that one. So then the deadline comes, and I'm like, "No, it's tomorrow." "Sorry, it's the deadline. School rules." So I couldn't play football, right? So I went to my mom about a month later and I said, "Mom, I understand why you didn't want me to play football. I'm a little kid. The guys are way bigger than me. They're going to be trying to hit me, trying to hurt me. I get it." I said, but that's why I've gotten into another sport where all the kids are my size. She said, "Oh, thank God, thank God." Okay, I thought you were going to be mad. That's why I never really had a conversation. I'm glad we got past it, and what? So I'm ready to support whatever you got going on. What you got going on? What baseball? Are we playing basketball? You kind of little, but hey, you break your shoe. What can I said? Boxing.
Uh-oh.
I just saw the look on her face when I said boxing. And from that point, well, she was like, um, well, my dad was a fighter. So she said, go to your dad. Now, see, my dad didn't know anything about music, but he knew everything about fighting. And so she said, well, go to your dad if that's something you want to do. He knows about that. I don't know nothing about it. So I went to my dad and said, Pop, I want to be a fighter. And guess what he said? You just gonna quit anyway. You
What?
quit every goddamn thing. He's thinking about the horn. He's thinking about, that everything. He thought I was gonna be a football player. You knew I was too damn small,
Right,
But
right.
he's like, you quit every damn thing. So I was like, no, Pop, no, really. I really want to do that. So he didn't want to be involved, right? So I said, okay. So what I did was I went to the boxing gym myself. And for a month, I was there and I had my first sparring in like 3 weeks, like 3 weeks in, because I had some innate talents. I had a really good punch, a really good chin. I had a lot of wind. I didn't get tired. I had things that they could work with, and I had a watermelon-sized heart. So they could work with that. So when I went in, I was doing my thing. They said, "Oh, he's moving fast. He's moving fast." About 2 weeks in, they let me spar for the first time. And I told my dad, I said, look, Pop, I know that you thought I was gonna quit, but I've been at the gym for 2 weeks now. Every single day, I haven't missed a day. And at that time, I didn't have a car. Of course, I was young. So I was running 5 miles to the gym, running 5 miles back home every 5 days a week. So I said, hey, Pop, they're about to have me spar. I didn't want you to miss that. So I'm just calling to let you know. Now, if you come, it's cool. If you don't come, that's okay too. This sparring is happening. So I, he doesn't pick me up. He meets me there. So I have to run that 5 miles up to the gym and I spar. And it was against a kid that had been doing it since he was 8 years old. Here I am now 16. So he's doing his thing. I'm trying to do my thing. I get caught. Caught. And
Mm.
at that, so my dad's just watching. And he sees me get caught. He knows I got it's the kind of getting caught. You can't fake it. You can't like I was like almost froze. It felt like water was coming out of my ear, like a waterfall. He caught me on the
Ooh.
chin. And the fact that I didn't go down, I stayed and I kept fighting. That's when my dad started tapping the man. Yeah. Now he in it. And for the next 5, 6 years, he was at every training, at every match. He worked my corner. He did all that. So I end up winning the Southern California District Championship 2 years straight, right? And the last time I won it was an Olympic year. So when you win the Southern California District Championship, you automatically get a bye to the Olympic trials, right? So I was on the team with Fernando Vargas, Floyd Mayweather, Antonio Tarver, Lance Whitaker, Mike Williams. He's the only one that got gold that year, but that was my team. So all I had to do was wait from December when that happened, when I won the championship by knockout, mind you, second round. All I had to wait is from there to April. April was the trials, At this moment in time, there's no music in my life. My life is completely dedicated to boxing 6 days a week. 5 days I would train. I would fight on the sixth day. Sunday, whatever, not too much because I only had like one, like I go with the boys, whatnot. I didn't smoke. I didn't drink. I didn't do any of that. So it was a very disciplined lifestyle. I didn't realize how disciplined it was until I left it. I was like,
Right.
damn,
Right.
So then I did not want to take a fight that long out. I wanted to do what's called a tune-up fight. It's so you don't get rusty, right? So I said, Pop, right now I'm knocking everybody out. Everybody in the gym, the sparring, everybody that I'm in the ring with. And he said, okay. I said, I don't want to get rusty. I need a fight. So he set up a fight in Palm Springs, January 16th of 96. And I go there, and in the second round, I feel something I never had. I threw a punch, and the guy put his head down like this, and which is not legal. You're not supposed to put your head down. You're always supposed to have your eyes on your opponent. So he put his head down like this, and I hit him with a right hand right on the hardest bone in the human body called the frontal bone, right? And it broke my hand, but I didn't know my hand was broken. Ooh. So I landed it 43 more times during that fight, right? At the end of the fight, they had to cut the glove off. My hand was like this big, right? So it was broken. So I waited for it to heal, but I'm in the gym every day with the cast on every day. Just that hooking and jabbing and moving and, getting ready for this cast to come off. So when the cast came off, I had lost all confidence in it. It let me down. It's like a woman that lets you down, but you take her back. You know what I'm saying? It's like you kind of don't trust it. So then I took another fight. I fought a guy with 110 more fights than me. Knocked him out in his home gym, or his home event. Because there was no events in San Bernardino. San Bernardino never had events, so I always had to go to other people's backyard, where their uncle's the referee and their cousins the judges. So you can't let it go to them, right? So I break my hand again, knocking out this guy. Then it heals again, and we test it again, and it breaks again. So at that point in time, there was no more 6 weeks before the Olympics, and I end up not being able to go. And that was the biggest heartbreak of my childhood, young adulthood, high school thing, because I didn't play traditional sports. So when that happened, that's when I pivoted back to music, because it was such a heartbreak. And he was like, well, what do you want to do? You want to turn pro? You want to, try for the next Olympics? I was like, no, I don't even know if this thing is going to hold up. If you can see it.
Oh, I see it turned a little bit. Right. Yeah.
You see this thing right here? That's where it broke 3 times. Right? Pardon all the teeth marks on these things. I don't know how they got there. But I don't know how they got there. But so that was my pivot back to music. So I was like, you know what? I as a fighter, I'm very good, but there's something else that I can do better than most everyone I know, and that's entertain and sing and get on stage and songwrite. So that's what pivoted me back into music. But remember, it's still in the want to be cool stage. Right. So with that want to be cool stage, I'm the R&B guy. And if you're the only R&B guy in the group and you're singing everybody's hooks, you're basically everybody's Nate Dogg, but with range.
Right.
You're just like, okay, you can sing. Just sit over there. Okay, you can sing. And then they're doing the rap stuff, and they're doing the circles and the ciphers and all these other things. And you're excluded. And they don't care anything about you because, yeah, you can sing. Okay, forget it.
Right.
So one day, being a wordsmith, already songwriting at that point, I decided I wasn't going to be excluded that day. And I end up jumping in a circle, and I start killing everybody. And they're all going, oh, man, you should rap, man. Fuck that singing. You should rap. So I'm like, really? And as a singer, you can either sing or you can't. Nobody's no unless you do a song that touches somebody's soul, they don't care if you can sing or not. But the rapping, the feedback was so fast and it was like a drug.
Mm.
It was like instant. You know, it's like singing was like sipping wine.
Mm.
That was like boom. And it was like, whoa. And just the love was coming. Like they were so amazed and it had like a shock value to it, I guess. So they're like going, man, man, no, man, hey, be on my next track. Be on this. Next thing I know, I'm in the studio and I'm rapping now. And that's how Poker Face was born.
Oh, okay.
The god of the
Mm.
IE, you know.
Right.
So that's how that the rap thing was born. And the rap took me around the world. I released a bunch of remember my first album. I released the lead single "Mama Be Strong" was on the radio. We were at the club. People were playing my CDs and stuff because CDs back then. CD. It was one time we pulled into a club, and everybody knows this club is Club Metro in Riverside, right?
Absolutely.
If you know, you know, right?
Right, right. That
And
part.
I remember me and my brother rode into the parking lot and different cars were playing Poker Face, but different songs. And that's when I was like, oh wow, this is something. Then the radio. Then I met this guy named 16. He was the first one to put me on the radio. And then he ended up being one of the first to put me on television as well. And it was just going, 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 going. And I was like, okay. Then next thing I know, I'm in Europe.
That part.
So now I'm in Europe and I'm in Italy, where only 30% of Italians speak English. And when I say 30%, I mean they know English words. They don't speak it well, but English words.
Right.
So I'm going there and I'm rapping, and every time it was like the deer in the headlights thing. And then after I'm done, they're like, bravo, bravo. And I'm like, but y'all felt like y'all wasn't feeling me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was
Right.
like that in every stop we did. So I was like, okay, all right, what's going on? And then there was this guy named Maurizio who came up to me and he said, hey, when you do the singing, because basically my rap style, if you guys are unfamiliar, is I was Drake before Drake was Drake. I did the melodic hooks. I did the melodic verses. It was like if Tupac and Nate Dogg were the same guy,
Okay.
right?
Right.
So when I went there and I was doing the singing stuff, they were going crazy. When I do the rapping stuff, because rap, the cadence is so fast and it's so
Right.
wordy, and English is their maybe second language. They're like, but when the singing stuff comes on, they back going. So
Right.
Mauricio said, hey, this is what I want to do. I own a record label and I want to sign you, but only if you can make this change. And I said, okay, what is the change? And then he broke down, like if you notice, when you start rapping, the crowd kind of freezes, but when you start singing it, I want you to be an R&B soul artist.
Mm.
So I said, R&B soul. But that's the music I grew up with. That's the music that I originally wanted to do in my life. It was like you want to do something, but God is taking you here. No
Right.
matter you're swimming away from the island, but the waves are taking you back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I was like, that's the music I always wanted to do. That was the music that left me most fulfilled, but the rapping was paying the bills. So when he said that, I said, well, look, how about this? How about we do a song and I'll change my name so that if they don't like it, I'll be like, I was just messing with y'all and then drop another Poker Face song. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd been so
Right.
long since I was in the R&B space. So he said, okay, we'll do that. So I did a song called Playboy, which was the first one, the first Versace Chris song that came out. And when I did that song Playboy, the I put I didn't even release the song. I just made a little like music video outside my house on the terrace. That was as simple as the music video was. It's almost like what you look is like a TikTok now, right?
Right.
And next thing I know, it's got 1,000 views, 2,000 views, 3,000 views, 5,000 views. And I'm like, at this point in time is when Ice JJ Fish was doing his thing.
Okay.
You know, Ice JJ Fish, and he's like off key and he's singing crazy and he's super popular for whatever reason. I was like, they doing me like Ice JJ Fish. That's what I was like, they're doing an Ice JJ Fish to your boy. Because I just threw it together. They couldn't be on it like that. And then I was doing uh, a poker face show, and I walked in, and people, it's because I did a video. People know that Versace Chris and Poker Face are the same guy. So this a female. They have basketball is big in Italy, in Europe altogether. That's why we have Wemby. So this tall basketball girl comes up and she says, "You want to hear my ringtone?" And I was like, "Okay." She gives me her phone, and it's Playboy, the song in her on her ringtone. I didn't make no ringtones. I didn't do anything like that. She went and made the ringtone herself to put it in her phone. I said, "Okay, they like it. They like it." So I did a couple more songs. I did I did a song called Take My Heart, which was about my daughter's situation at the time. And then I did a song called All About Us. Now, I didn't know that the record label, guys, if you're if you want to go somewhere and you got a record label behind you, right? You got some money, a machine. Say somewhere in your song, they're probably gonna sing you there. Just a tip, right? So in the song, I said, "Make love in the city of lights, Paris." Next thing I know, I'm in Paris and they filming a video, right? So that video goes crazy out there, and the bad thing was in Paris that day, it was overcast. That particular day and cameras did not go together. So did it come out super sharp? No, but they were playing it on Italian MTV. They were playing it on all these different things, and I thought the video looked bad. But they're playing it. They're playing it. So then they were like, "Hey, we want to do a show." Now I'm comfortable with doing a poker face shows. I've done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of poker face shows. I never
Right.
did a Versace Chris show. So I said, okay, cool. Now this is a venue that I've done poker face 3, 4 times. Always had a good turnout. They start doing the Versace Chris promotion for the club and da da da. Man, I remember pulling up the night of the event, and it looked like Disneyland. The line was around the venue.
That part.
So I'm not thinking it's for me. I'm just like, dang, what they got going on? What they got going on tonight? Other than me, because they gotta hit. So I go in, and when I go in the front door. I don't even go in the back door. That's how comfortable I was with the venue. I went through the front door. When I go through the front door, it's craziness. People taking me to the bar, buying me drinks. I want to buy him a drink. I want to buy him a drink. I want to buy him a drink. They don't know my drinks is free in this. I didn't spend money on a drink in 10 years. It was okay. So they're buying drinks and shots, and they toasting, and then they showing me their phone with the flyer.
Right.
We here for this. I was like, oh. So this club, the last time I did his poker face, it has one main room and 2 annex rooms that are usually closed. They had to open all the rooms, right? So I get up on stage, and it's this guy's birthday, African guy. So you got a bunch of African guys up there in tuxedos. It's his birthday. They bought a section. I start the show. This guy is on the table next to his birthday cake, standing on it, singing song, word for word. Playboy. He up there doing. I'm like, he was so going doing his thing and knew. I was like, bring him up. So security came, brought him up. Now he's up on stage. Now he's really going crazy. And then I did "Take My Heart," which is a slower ballad song. He's singing every word of that. Then he's singing every word of the video is actually online. Like you probably see it when you go through my stuff. It's says October, I think October 10th. I did Princeville. And this guy, so he's on stage. And I'm like, he doing his thing more than I'm doing my thing. And then the last song was All About Us. And here's the moment that changed everything. Here's the moment that changed everything. All About Us comes on. It has a chord that comes in, a dum, right? A dum. As soon as the dum came on, everybody went nuts. They were singing it word for word. As soon as I came in, we're so happy together, we deserve it. And that's all I wanna think of. They all going crazy. Is a life forever with you, with you. And that's all I wanna think about. And they start rapping the whole verse and singing the soul song. I'm like, oh gosh. I did this the whole time, just pointing the microphone at everybody singing. The video's there, right? I'm like, it's as I'm holding the microphone, and these girls are all up on the stage in the front, right? And they're going crazy and they're singing the song. Remember, these people do not speak English. You know how many times they had to rewind that song to get every word?
That part.
And they don't speak English. So they're singing and I'm doing this. And I said right then, I'm not going back. I'm not going back. This Versace Chris thing, we're gonna take this to the full.
Right. So let me ask a couple questions. And here's the beauty about walking through, and I'm very thankful that you were willing and took the time to walk through that, because it shows the step-by-step interaction of you choosing a career as a young man, and also identifying what works and what doesn't work, and looking for stimulation. So you know the stimulation and you grasped it. You held on to it. You know, that was a real beautiful thing. Let me show this clip and just give us a little insight on this clip right here. Because these are the performing elements that you were just speaking of.
Okay, now that was a Soul Boutique out in Hollywood. Shout out to DJ Everready. That's my DJ. We go around the world together, and he is the guy who has everything going in Los Angeles at all times. He set up that event. Amina Butterfly from Love and Hip Hop, New York.
Okay, absolutely.
Okay, Peter Gunn's ex, baby's mother. She was the headliner. I was the co-headliner of that one. She was the headliner. I was right under her. So I performed right before she did. And so she's in that crowd too, doing her thing and going crazy. Now the crazy thing is this. I keep telling my people, I'll be like, hey, if you go and shoot video the whole crowd. They always want to zoom in on me. But if they would widen out, there's a whole section of women there. And one woman, I happened to choose the wrong one to do that little thing. You know that little thing that I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, well, I'm like,
Right.
doing all that thing, and she was the only one that happened to be there with her man, and he really wasn't as interested in that as she was. He kind of looked at me kind of strange, and I never got that. I'm like, man, you brought your girl to the show. She having a good time until Wanye from Boys to Men did it to me. me, me and Wanye actually talked. We actually talked, man. He hit me up on FaceTime and he was like, man, my boy said that I said, man, why are you singing to my wife, man? There wasn't nobody else in that 65,000 people that you couldn't sing to in Houston. I was like, you singing to my wife, man? He's like, man, he's like, the energy was just good in your section, man. So I just wanted to go to your section and sing to that energy. It just happened to be your wife was there. He said, plus my wife was there. I wouldn't have did that, Chris. Come on. So we had a real good conversation about it. Wanye is a real good dude. Wanye from Boys to Men, yeah.
That's beautiful. So I want to show another clip, and we have the opportunity to move into our other interview, and I'm very thankful that we can walk through this musical history that you have compiled over the years. So here's another clip with you singing.
Yeah,
So
yay.
one thing
Now
that I
that
heard
is
there is that
Houston.
acapella.
Shout out to Vibe Cabin. That is Houston doing my thing. Live band there.
Yes,
It all
nice.
depends on the venue. It all depends on where it is. When I'm in Europe, I have a band that I play with, depending on the size of the venue and the size of the event. So if there's a smaller, more intimate event, like 1,000 people, 2,000 people, I will go ahead and uh, have the DJ just play the instrumental, and I will sing the live over the instrumental. Now, instrumental is different than what these kids are doing. I went to
Yes.
a show, and this guy rapped over the track. Like I could have heard that in the car. I want to hear the vocals. So what we do is for show tracks in my era, you'll have the hook that will play. You will have the ad libs that will play. You will have the backups that will play. But the lead vocals are taken out, and they're taken out on purpose so that the artist sings his own lead vocals live. So that way you get the live experience.
Right. That's what I'm talking
These
about.
kids are singing over their self, and I'm like, what's he doing? But yeah, tip to the young guys getting into music right now: make a show track, hooks, backups, ad libs. That's it, because it'll
Right.
it'll give you a better performance. People will say, okay, this performance was just for me. You know. But yeah, so that was Houston doing my thing, and those are about maybe 4 years apart. Those two performances, right? And this is another thing. I'm never satisfied with my craft. I'm never satisfied with my stage presence. I'm never satisfied with my vocals. I'm never satisfied with any of it. I'm always working and honing in on my craft. So if you go back and listen to those videos back to back again, I still take singing lessons. I still take vocal coaching. I still do these things. People say, "Oh, you've done this. You've been around the world. You've been on TV. You've been that. You've sung for the Pope. You've done." Yeah, but I'm never satisfied.
Right.
You never get satisfied. It's like Tiger Woods. Your swing is never good enough. So that's what I'm saying to people. Do not rest on your laurels. Always try to get better.
Right. And that's a beautiful thing that you keep that consistency, not only with your work ethic, but with the training that you have invested over the decades. So let's go into another video. And
I can't hear you yet. I see you, but I can't hear you.
Oh man, let me see what's going on with it. Why it didn't cut?
So once I get to Europe and all that stuff happens, I end up singing for Pope Francis, which was crazy.
What year was that? I didn't
expect it. That was 2014. He was only Pope for like 8 months.
Ah.
Yeah. So, he was still the young, cool, new Pope. And the fact that he moved 20,000 people out of St. Peter's Square, which is the most traveled to place on the planet, he moved 20,000 people out of, so I can sing right in the middle. A song called 100% was amazing to me. And I got a face-to-face blessing, which never really happens like that to an American.
That's a beautiful thing. So one thing that I want to be able to do is I want to get a little information. I'm gonna play this video, and the name of the video is called "Make a Wish." It has a modern feel, and it has something that most people will recognize, something that you explained to me earlier. So we're going to get into Make a Wish, and then we'll come back and allow Mr. Versace Chris to give us a little information on the creation and the backstory. Here we go. Make a Wish.
See, there's a little known fact that there's a difference between a trick and a sugar daddy. See, a trick, they laughing at your ass. Her and all her friends talking about how she broke you, how you pay her, don't get nothing. But see, a sugar daddy, he whooping on that thing. Whooping on it, whooping on it. Make a wish. Roll my genie, you might get a gift. Yeah, real will come and pay all your bills. Yeah, bag on, we get a tips if you make a wish. Roll my genie, you might get a gift. Yeah, real will come and pay all your bills. Yeah, bag on, we get a tips if you make a sugar daddy's out here winning. You'll never catch them overspending. If they ask which bill you won't pay, it means the sex wasn't worth the renting. Daily when they finish, they don't stay to know your problems. They just go cause that's none of their business. You knew the rules from the beginning. Now tricks are getting laughed at. You asked the person where's the cash at. Never ever close to tap that. She asking where the cash at. Make a wish. Roll my genie, you might get a gift. Yeah, real will come and pay all your bills. Yeah, bag on, we get a deal. If you make a wish. Roll my genie, you might get a gift. Yeah, real will come and pay all your bills. Yeah, bag on, we get a deal. If you make a sugar daddy whooping on it. He only come through when he want it. He don't never my genie, you might get a gift. Yeah, real would come and pay all your bills. Yeah, bag on weekend and deals if you make it.
Make a wish. Now, a friend of mine, he gave me that idea. Uh, one of the things I used to tell a young lady when she was going to take the adventure of which is called Versace Chris is I always ask them what are their dreams because I'm living mine, right? So what are their dreams? And when they tell me what their dreams are, I make them come true. So I nickname myself the genie. You know, I'll be like, girl, I'm the genie. You know what I'm saying? You throw this lamp away, you ain't did nothing but hurt yourself, you know? So I was telling my boy, you know, and he knows the genie thing. So he's like, man, I got something for you, man, for your song, Make a Wish. And I
I
said,
like
what?
that.
And he sent me that. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm going to go ahead and post that. I'm going to post that.
Yeah,
That's
and I
cool.
like that. And I think it worked. It meshed in with what you were saying with the song, and then he was able to show his artistry. That's one of the things that AI is allowing individuals to do who have that technology at their fingertips. It works for them well. One of the things I want to ask about is the song Better. So
Oh,
we're gonna get ready. Yeah, we're gonna get ready and play this video called Better. And then we're gonna allow Mr. Versace Chris to give us a little explanation on the creation of Better.
for sure.
I like to introduce. Yes, I like to introduce you guys to Better. Let's go and get it cracking, and
We
let's
can
give a
fight.
shout out.
We can fuck. We can fight, then we can fuck. But is it really getting better? No, it's not. Toxic as ever. Let's go. Hey. Better. It's not getting better. It's getting worse, not getting better. It's not getting better. It's falling apart. Better. It's not getting better. It's getting worse, not getting better. It's not getting better. It's falling apart. Each day is getting closer to the day is almost over. Have you on your own like Oprah? I'ma run out like Kaiser Sosa. I'ma hit that one more time. Get one for the road, then I'm be a man that's hard to find. I don't wanna know what's on your mind. Are we fucking? Are we not? Are we fucking? Are we not? Are we fucking? Are we not? Cause it's not getting better. Are we fucking? Are we not? Are we fucking? Are we not? Are we fucking? Are we not? Cause it's not getting better. It's not getting better. It's getting worse, not getting better. It's not getting better. It's falling apart. Better. It's not getting better. It's getting worse, not getting better. It's not getting better. It's falling apart. You don't know me be this cold as ice. You had told me I was too damn nice. Now you wanna hold me close at night. Baby girl, best make up your mind. When they ask you, girl, where your nigga at? Don't lie, girl, there'll be no getting back. It's broke, girl, this is not just a crack. It's falling apart. Are we fucking? Are we not? Are we fucking? Are we not? Are we fucking? Are we not? Cause it's not getting better. Are we fucking? Are we not? Are we fucking? Are we not? Are we fucking? Are we not? Cause it's not getting better. It's getting worse, not getting better. It's getting worse, not getting better. It's getting worse, not getting better. It's falling apart. Better. It's getting worse, not getting better. It's getting worse, not getting better. It's not getting better. It's falling apart. Yeah, yeah. Are we fucking? Are we not?
Yeah, I was going through some things. So, so
Yeah,
first of all, the
that was
location.
cold right there. I like that.
First of all, location. I want to shout out to Occidental. I told you I had a contract with Occidental as far as doing shows and performances there. That looks to be the Occidental Caribe resort there. They were so gracious to let us have that for shooting. Um, that was one of them ones, man. The first thing was before I got into the concept. This goes back to getting whooped at the talent show. Um, I'm now getting booked in the Caribbean. Um, I needed something to kind of bring them in, and that's why you have that calypso Afro beat in there, which really I thought came off very well. As far as having that stuff. When I'm out there in Dominican Republic and that part comes in, are we fucking? Are we not? Are we fucking? Are we? They go
No, no.
crazy. They go nuts.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like if they don't know any other part of the song, they be like, "We fucking? Are we not?" They be going. So I wanted to. That's exactly what I wanted, as far as the feel of the song, and then as far as the actual song itself, it's about well, all we got right now is the sexual aspect is going good. We got a lot of problems, but the sexual aspect is not one. So it's not getting better. The relationship's not getting better. It's getting worse. But what we got going on is not bad. So are we fucking? Are we not? You know what I'm saying? If we're not, let me go over here until it's time, and then I come back through. But that's what the song is about, and that's how that song came around. But I went and that one I didn't produce myself because I like to work on things and not just throw an experiment out there. Like if I, get on the keys and start trying to make a Afro beat. So I went to an Afro beat producer. Man, I wish I can remember his name off the top of my head. And went to him and went ahead and got business done with him to get that beat going. So yeah, so that was exactly what I wanted, exactly the feel of the song I wanted to have. And Better is now one of the ones on the charts in the Caribbean. So I'm really thankful for that. Also, I can't wait to take that to Italy next month. I can't wait to take that song to Italy. It'll be the first time I performed it in Italy. And the numbers, the analytics are doing well. That is going over there, like in the dance clubs and in the Afro beat clubs. And as I said, there's a big Afro community there as well. But Better, he brought Better out. That's how you do it. Yeah. So now we've seen three different videos shot in Dominican Republic. Let's do a recap. Last time, if you want to go back to the last interview, we played I Choose Myself, which was in Dominican Republic. We did uh, I Don't Have to Like You to Love You, shot in Dominican Republic, and Better, also shot Dominican Republic. So we've been having a lot of fun down there. We're also going to do video shoot schedule for upcoming music. I mean, this is the studio right now. If I turn the camera this way, you'll see the speakers and the keyboards and this, that, and the other. And the Mac and all that stuff is this way if I turned it. So I'm in the studio right now. We staying in the studio to keep to get the new album that's going to be out February 14th. So we're going to have a video already because we're going to be filming a video or two while we're in Europe next month. Better, it's not getting better. Oh man, yeah, that's been fun. By the way, don't miss it. Yet untitled album. Because I have like an idea for the album. Uh, But then I would have had to do a follow-up album. And I don't know if this album is going to be my final album or not. This new album that's going to be coming out February. So we will see. It depends on, how you guys like it. If I'm still in touch and still in the groove and still have my thumb on the pulse, we'll go ahead and do another one after that. But I'm thinking that might be my retirement album right there. So it's like, it's basically got to have a name with some finality to it. Because the name that I had before would have needed a follow-up album because of the name. So we're going to work it out, get it together.
Ghetto classic. Another ghetto Verace, another ghetto Hoper, another ghetto Verace, ghetto classic Hoper, another ghetto Verace, another ghetto Hoper, another ghetto Verace, ghetto classic Hoper, another ghetto Verace, another ghetto Hoper, another ghetto Verace, ghetto classic Hoper, another ghetto Verace, another ghetto Hoper, another ghetto Verace, ghetto classic poker face, another ghetto classic, some of the Dino rapping, took this thing and mashed it. Crashing, asking you to say what you want. You can raise or you can dump. You can spray or you can pump. Survival tactics. Still ain't rich, still ain't broke. Hold my feet out the boat. Barely know who my foes. Watch him lie, watch him choke. Watch him lay, watch him smoke. To the light, watch him go. Will he be in court today? Law physics say impossible. Bring the heat from the San Bernardino streets. And you think you got a freak? Into the bar meets me. And she can't even hide or choose. And she can't wait to give her due. The pimpin' news. Nah, I'm in some boo. Cause he don't know I ain't even got nothing to do. With who? With who? Didn't even mag it. Didn't even crack it. And yes, it's be another ghetto classic. Hoper, another ghetto Verace, another ghetto Hoper, another ghetto Verace, ghetto classic Hoper, another ghetto Verace, another ghetto Hoper, another ghetto Verace, ghetto classic Hoper, another ghetto Verace, another ghetto Hoper, another ghetto Verace, ghetto classic Hoper, another ghetto Verace, another ghetto Hoper, another ghetto Verace, ghetto classic. You know this be the classic of the ghetto now. This goes out to the bastards in the ghetto chat with no neck. To make the home happy, I wanna be with mine, but my ex is mad at me. Don't let it touch you, that your daddy don't love you, boy. And nigga, do you know I bought your diapers, foods and toys and moods of joy as I watch you grow. Wanted to have you on my own days, and your mom said no. So don't ask me in year 2023 how me, you and your mom couldn't make a family, but I never be out of your life. Watch you forever from even beyond the grave. I will leave you never. I'm not perfect son, so don't try to be me. When you get older, ask your mama why my dad didn't see me. Cause the real ones always know that after drastic and realism is always a ghetto classic. Hoper, another ghetto Verace, another ghetto Hoper, another ghetto Verace, ghetto classic Hoper, another ghetto Verace, another ghetto Hoper, another ghetto Verace, ghetto classic Hoper, another ghetto Verace, another ghetto Hoper, another ghetto Verace, ghetto classic Hoper, another ghetto Verace, another ghetto Hoper, another ghetto Verace, ghetto classic. Do you know a classic when you hear it? If you do, say poker face, you coming with it, don't admit it. Then I be on top of that SB. All this from the Lord that bless me. Born in flesh, see, and I stumble often. Think you see me dropping in the steel cover coffin, draped with flowers. Hours are long, slow ballads, what's in the means? Now they show no malice. I like to take my city to court for showing no support. When my link hit the stores, but slowly but surely, now they catching wind. And I'm the same man I was back then. Come on. What you know about us, y'all say who? What you know about us, y'all say you? What you know about us, who you with? What you know about us, ghetto classic? What you know about us, y'all say who? What you know about us, y'all say you? What you know about us, who you with? What you know about us, ghetto classic? What you know about us, y'all say who? What you know about us, y'all say you? What you know But woman, dry your eyes. You don't have to cry no more. He ain't worth a tear, not one of your tears, babe. If you ever need somebody's shoulder to cry,